As soon as I cut this on, I had to sneeze. Oh my God. Happy Wednesday. I'm really excited about this particular lesson because it's on banking services. A lot of y'all have a bank account already, some don't, but this is a pretty cool lesson to give insight, show you how to read your bank statement. So I'm going to go through the PowerPoint quickly, and then you will complete the Google form. Again, as soon as you even open a Google form, it sends me the email of people who have done it. So if I'm not getting your email, I feel like you're just pressing turn in. Okay. So try not to do it from phone. Try to do it on the computer. But get the Google form completed. Okay. So beware the high cost of financial services. Pawn shops charge very high interest for loans based on the value of tangible assets, such as jewelry or other valuable items. Rent-to-own programs offer an opportunity to obtain home entertainment systems or appliances for a small weekly fee. However, the amount paid for the item usually far exceeds the cost of the item if it were bought on credit. So usually with rent-to-own, like what was that furniture store called? It's not Checking the Cash. It's some furniture store where you can like rent an item until you own it, but the interest rate is almost the same price of what you would have just paid for the item by itself. Check cashing outlets charge high fees, sometimes 2 to 3%, just to have a paycheck or government check cashed. So that's like your Western Union checks cashed. Rapid refund tax services provide instant refunds when you pay to have your federal tax return prepared. However, that instant refund is a loan with interest rates as high as 120%. So that's not only paying back the amount you had, it's literally adding 20% on top of that. Okay. Check deferral services allow consumers to get a cash advance on their next paycheck. However, these short-term loans are very expensive. A $200 2-week advance may cost over $30. Okay. So it seems like it's not worth it to get the quick money. A lot of these places have like quick money schemes and scams, but it's completely not worth it. Because you end up paying double. Unless it's like an emergency and you really need that money right away, I would not suggest doing it. Location, compare checking accounts. You want to think about location. Like when I was in college, Chase was the bank to have. And I'm just so thankful that when I got back home to Chicago, it also was a popular bank because some kids in college bank with like a local credit union type place, and they had to switch their account to a major banking company when they got home. So that's something to take into consideration. Fees, monthly fees, per check fees, printing of checks, balance inquiry fees, ATM fees. So anytime I take money out the ATM and it's not a Chase ATM, I get a bill from Chase and a bill from that ATM. So it might be a $2 fee from that ATM and a $5 fee from Chase. So it's beneficial to try to take the money out of your bank's ATM. Other charges, overdraft charge. If I don't have money and I'm still charging my card, that's an overdraft fee. Stop payment fees, certified check fees, fee charge for falling below necessary balance. I have a hangnail. I have to cut this. Hold on. Y'all, it literally hurts so bad. But interest, rate earned, minimum deposit to earn interest, compounding method, right? So we know interest is that taxable amount on top. I gave you an example. If Maurice owes me $20 and I say, that's my Maurice, but I'm going to add an interest onto that amount. I'm going to add $5 interest. So instead of owing me 20, he'll owe me 25, right? Restrictions, minimum balance, deposit insurance, holding period for deposit checks. Restrictions will be like, okay, you can bank with our bank, but you can never have less than $500 in your checking account. That is the requirement, okay? Special features, mobile banking services. That saves my life. I literally just log into the app for my bank. Let's say Miss Higgins and I got lunch together. I can just open my bank app and send her the money right over instantly. You would want to bank with a bank that is accessible for you, that wherever you go, you'll be able to do things like that. Direct deposit, automatic payments, overdraft protection. Direct deposit is like if your job does not send you a paper check, it just goes straight in your account that day you get paid. Online banking, discounts or free checking for students. That's how I got my original account. It was a free college checking account, and it worked out very well for me. So This is when you're opening a checking account. You would use your name, address. If it's a joint account, maybe with your parent, phone, your social, and that's how you would proceed. Making a deposit in person. Oh, I used to think it was so cool when my mom went and made a withdrawal deposit with this form. But basically, you kind of write the date, how much you want to deposit. You just put the amount here, any checks you would deposit, and then you would add the total amount. This number is important because that's how that amount would clear. When it's a blank endorsement is when you sign the back of your check. This is scary. Everybody needs to hear this. If it is a blank endorsement, anyone can cash the check, no matter what the name on the front is. If you lose a check that you get for your birthday and the back is not endorsed by you, anyone can cash the check. They have a valid ID. Restrictive endorsement, more secure than blank endorsement. So it says for deposit use only. Special or full endorsement, transfer check to another party. So I know that happened to me a lot of times. My mom would transfer the check to me before I had a bank account. So writing a check, this is important to know. You would put the date, okay, the payee, the name of the person, amount of check in numerals, right? So like $500 will go here. And then you also write the amount of check in words under it. So I know that's weird. It's like, what are you talking about? Well, you literally write out F for 500, F-I-V-E $100. Okay, so you enter the amount of check in words starting at the far left side of the line. And then you would follow the dollar amount by the word and then write the number of cents over 100. Okay, I kind of want to show you how it looks. It's going to be really hard. So it'll be like, oh, I can't. So 500, and then let's say it's 7 cents. It would be over 100. Oh, y'all, this is jacked up. And it goes on the second line. Okay? And a lot of people actually do put a line towards the end, so no one else can do anything with it. Okay? So that is basics for writing a check. The memo is often like a note. So let's say it's for church. You would write church tithes, or let's say it's for a foundation. You would write for St. Jude Children's Foundation. So that kind of goes there. I explained all of that. Oh, yeah, the identification numbers are very important. That is the numbers that will be used to actually create this money, to make a withdrawal or to make a deposit. Keeping a running balance. A lot of people don't do this anymore because the phones do it for you, but a lot of people still do. You would literally write out the check number you use, the date, what did you use it for, the transaction amount, and then what was your balance left over, right? So like I went to Trader Joe's and spent $50 today. So it'd be like my prior balance. I'll put Trader Joe's, $50, and then write my ending balance there. Yeah, I just almost choked to death. It was really scary. Keep a running balance. So you would want to keep that going and keep accurate balances of yourself, of your transactions. This I took out of the lesson because it was really hard to see, and I felt like we could just go over it quickly, but you do have a part 2 that asks you questions about this. So I do want to go over this because there's going to be questions about this in your form. So this will be an ATM withdrawal. As you can see, that withdrawal amount is $200. The date that was withdrew is on the 9th of June. Okay? After that withdrawal, the balance that was left was $169.43. Okay? And it seems like the later in the month, the more money this person ended up with, and that's because they had some deposits, okay? Here's a $1,200 deposit. Here's a $1,235 deposit, okay? But we also see what some of their bills went to. Lawn, just a general ATM withdrawal, mobile deposit. They got money into their account. So you can kind of see there how the bank statement works back and forth for you. Okay, so reconciling a checking account. Step 1, you obtain the current balance from your bank statement. 2, you add any deposits that you have recorded in your check register or spreadsheet that are not on the statement. 3, you subtract any outstanding checks you have written but have not cleared in the banking system. And 4, you compare the result with the current balance in your spreadsheet. So that's kind of how you keep your checks and balances in order. Note, the balance in your spreadsheet should be adjusted to include deductions for service fees or other charges, additions for direct deposit, and interest earned. Okay, so it's just telling you make sure you include all of those factors. So here's some of the definitions. If you need me to, I can add this attachment. But I went over these in the first couple of slides. So we have direct deposit, automatic payments, machines, online banking, mobile banking, cashless transactions. Those are what we see mostly now, right? People are starting to carry cash less and less. Digital wallets, you'll see like people have their card on their Apple phone or iPhone, whatever it's called, right? Smartwatch you can pay with. So it's definitely, we're moving away from paper transactions to electronic transactions. But that's it. I hope you learned a lot from this lesson. I learned how to write a check in grade school, but I completely forgot. And when I got to college, I looked crazy. So I really want y'all to learn this and remember it and think about the direct deposit. All of this, I want you to take with you. And hey, who knows? You can open your first bank account this summer, to be honest, and get a head start on some savings, okay? So again, happy Wednesday. I love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow.